Hello and welcome back, I'm Count Christo and this is the Kaiserreich campaign. The war has begun. Fortunately, one of the Syndicalists is being dealt with for us. But Russia has still not done anything. Ooh! Russia wants to help us. Ooh. I'm very curious about what happens if we accept this. Are we going to have a faction with Russia? If it's a faction, I should probably say no. But if it's like the Russians demand this land and some of Romania and some of this in exchange for peace, I might take that for now. We have enough problems. So at the end of the last episode, I was just demanding troops from my puppets and sending them around the place. Where else? Cylon, have you got any troops for me? Nope. You? Nope. Who else do I have as a puppet? Ah, yes, these guys. Belarus, you do. I'll be having those, thank you very much. What about you, Ukrainian Baltic Duchy? They do. Marvellous. Not those ones. One there, one down here. Now, if this means we could take these... Oh, for goodness sake to you, Lawrence. Get out of here. He's killing my military factories. This sucks. This really sucks. Naval invasion, dangerous naval invasion, Eastern Germany. Okay, this is 2 of our guys, and it's only plus 96. But no, we're totally crushing them. Okay, good. So naval invasion is not going to be an issue if we have 2 guys on each province, but obviously we don't. Ooh, we have reserve carriers. Now, does our carrier fleet actually need reinforcement right now with carriers? No, it does not. That is good. Okay, you guys stay there. 8. I mean, 4 seems like enough everywhere else, just because they're not attacking anywhere else. So we might as well just put everyone here, really. How can I solve the endless struggle for this province? Annexing Flanders-Wallonia would be a good step. So maybe I start sending them something to crush their autonomy. How close are they? I have to make them an integrated puppet and then annex them. And it's currently... What's currently affecting it? Ah, that's right. Building in them is a great way to crush their autonomy. So what we could do is build lots of forts around here. Oh, yeah, definitely prioritize that province all the way up to 5. And then we could also build, like, anti-air there will help. We could build some synthetic refiner. No, they're full on slots, so we can't really do that. Well, no, they're not full on military factories. So we could build a bunch of military factories over there, and that will help crush their autonomy. Excellent, okay. Whoa! That's why I said it was a dangerous naval invasion, because they're not just landing on the port. But them doing this is very much a welcome behaviour. Because what happens when they do this is they all die. You guys, if you could just come over here momentarily and assist me in preventing this pocket from spreading. The reason why this helps me is because they have very low supply, and therefore they're incredibly weak. Invest in that, good. I know we just lost that fight, but we were trying to cross a river. Let's do this, and then this. Can't do these because we're not at peace. These guys arriving will help. Crossing this river is tough work, but I think we'll manage it. I would like to go up to 2 guys on each port, ideally, eventually. Maybe as we sub these guys in. Now, what are we short on now? Just artillery again, okay. Well, as long as it's just artillery, I think I'm going to keep adding to that list. Okay, oh, they actually might be about to take a port. That would be a disaster. Let's reinforce there. Denmark has to go. I'm tempted to do what I've done in another stream, which is raise world tension. Because clearly, this is a tense world, right? The second Weltkriege has begun. 35% world tension is a load of rubbish. So if events don't raise world tension from now on, I'm tempted to just raise it myself. Just cheat and raise world tension. But I'm loath to cheat because I know there are those and such as those, and I'm not necessarily not one of these who would see that as well cheating. And I would rather win this as legitimately as possible. Let's charge in here. Awesome. And this is why I say I don't mind this kind of attack, because all that happens when this kind of attack is launched is they lose manpower, I gain army experience. We have the no experience limits on, which is why my navy experience is so crazy high, in case you're wondering. That I don't consider a cheat. Because it's ludicrous that, like, oh, you've learned a certain amount. From here on in, there's nothing more you can learn. Your brain is full. Which makes no sense. We're a nation. We're gaining the experience in the ways of war. It's not like there's a cap. 2, 3, 4. So 4 people on each province. Bring these guys out. There are lots of guys along this front who are only trained. I want everyone to be veteran, and I'm prepared to spend time training them in order to make that so. So in this little section, there's one guy who's trained rather than veteran. You trained. How can I do this best? I think just adding the guys that are not trained to a different army, and telling that army to train. And then you find people who are not trained, like this guy. You add him to that army and you remove him. Ooh, you remove him from the front. And then replace him with someone from this reserve. Like so. Anyone here not trained? No, I've checked those. Here, yes, there's one. So you can come to this army and remove yourself from the front. The reason it's important to remove them from the front is that if you don't do so, the reserves can live in Luxembourg. That seems fine. If you don't do that, then the battle might start fighting one of your guys who's high. Hey, yes! A trap on Lawrence when he and local Syndicalist fighters were planting bombs on a factory in Dresden. He managed to secure the escape of his fellow revolters. He was shot square in the chest and died on the spot. His time as an agitator is over. His time as a Syndicalist hero has only just begun. Fantastic. So we got him killed. No more factories being removed because of his shenanigans. That's very good news. I'm basically not planning on pushing until we get our tanks. Oh, he's finished the focus. So I think we might be about to see the result of his treaty might pop up soon. We'll see. Oh, a naval invasion. It's an interesting decision. This is actually a port. Ah. Glad I noticed that. You two. Go guard this port. Oh, no, we have a port. We have a port defense army. What am I doing? There we go. Port defenders don't need to be max. That's a good point. Port defenders don't need to be experienced. So what I could do actually is just take those ones I'm training. You two man this port. You two go back to the reserve. I still want all the guys in the front to be trained though. Alright, so there's not enough people just here. Is someone going there? There is, yes. They seem to have ceased their assault in the north. That's good news. Come on, where's this treaty with Russia? They finished it, right? Oh, no, they cancelled it, maybe. Can't cancel national focuses. How come they didn't take this? Will be abandoned if the conditions are not met. They have to be independent. I have to not be in a faction with Germany. I have to be independent. Soviet Union has to not exist. Siberia has to not exist. At peace with all those kinds of people. All these things are true, and they have been true. Maybe they lost control of a crucial province over here that cancelled it. That's probably it. What are the provinces they have to control? Kiev, Krakow, and Tavidara. Is one of these called Travidara? Doesn't look like it. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens over there. I'm happy with my puppet garrisons over here. I think are probably sufficient to at least hold the Russians for a bit. We didn't buff the Russians, remember? We buffed the Soviets. We're not the same. God, we only have 52 divisions. It seems very low. Of course, it's artificially low because we're using the old tactic. Launching another attack over here. Do you not remember how it went last time? England, you lost like 260,000 people. They barely launched any other attacks. It's mainly that one. They're about to surrender. That's going to result in an actual peace deal. Interesting. Okay, so one guy from the reserves, if you'd kindly reinforce up here. Now they've calmed down over here. Now I don't want more guys here than everywhere else. I will readjust. Ooh, no. Readjust these front lines. Thusly. There we go. These guys training up. Okay, where else is someone who's inexperienced? Anyone? Yes, you. Well, there's 5 down there anyway. Good one to remove then. Okay, is there anyone left? Yes, you. Ah, guys over on this front. They're probably all inexperienced, aren't they? Most of them. Let's just exercise all of those. Extra army experience doesn't hurt. They're not an imminent threat of attack anyway, so. Shall I train up my armor divisions, or shall I put them straight on the front? While there's no imminent threat, I think I will train them. We doused just total artillery deficit. Yes, good. There we go. Back to a heavy tank deficit. How much heavy tanks? How many heavy tanks are we producing? Quite a lot. I'm not going to make a variant of this heavy tank 1. I will definitely make a variant of the heavy tank 2, which we'll probably start researching after this. Unless I feel like extraction is really that important. And we're only short a bit on oil. I feel like they're moving. They're moving guys north. Look how many freaking divisions these guys have. Damocles project. That's their tank. That's their nukes. That's not good. Okay, the enemy planes are overwhelming us, so I'm afraid it's time to disband the German Air Force for now. Not permanently, don't worry. There will be a return. But for now, I'm afraid we're going to have to put them into we only have 164 fighters left. So there's not much we can do. Tricky stuff. Right, you've trained up, so you can go into the reserve. Ooh, Middle Africa wants to provide us with 500 infantry equipment on a monthly basis. That would be very welcome. I'm going to keep requesting all your forces, though. You can send one here, one here, one here. These are the ports I feel are most in threat, just because invading from here to here seems more realistic than invading from here to down here. So the Italian Federation is under Austria, which means if these guys, either of these guys, you have a tech tree, right? No, Southern Socialist Proclivity does not have a tech tree. But if France does the Italian question focuses, they have those, right? Is it something somewhere down here? Doesn't look like it. Maybe it's part of these. Oh no, this focus is not done yet. Oh, the combined Syndicalists of America. No, they're already dead. Doesn't look like they do. Huh. Okay, so it looks like Italy and Austria are just going to be quietly neutral in this war. Which seems very unlikely. I mean, surely they'd back me. Even if our alliance had broken down, like, Syndicalist's threat exceeds, you know, national borders. Oh, yes. Okay, these guys have all got trained up. We've got plenty of supply down here. Yes, good. So these guys are now all going to get trained. It's going to break some tanks, which is a terrible shame. Anything I see, and let's see how much it breaks. Alright, so we started training. Oh, okay, we've got to check this out. Beauty of Zaragoza. New England took a whole load of land. They're likely to release it as a puppet, is my guess. Cool. Well, that deals with them. Problem is, the Entente may well declare war on me. What focuses do they have to go after me? What are the conditions? They can just do it right now. As long as it's after 39 and I'm at war with Britain. They've already done attack the Union of Britain. They haven't actually declared. Russia still hasn't declared. Maybe they don't declare while they're at war, so maybe they're about to declare. More unassigned divisions. Yeah, we can go straight into there, that's fine. Okay, so the question is, how many tanks is this training going to cost us? Because a 25% increase to stats is very significant. Very, very significant, obviously. Not breaking many tanks. If you hover here, it tells you the tanks, which are called the... What are my tanks called? Bit ludicrous that I have to ask this, really, but... the VK-3031. No requests there. And the likelihood of a VK-31 breaking... It's not on the list. Am I going crazy? It doesn't appear to be on the list. But I'm not seeing many requests for them. So I think this training is okay. It's a 25% increase. We only have to train them for about 120 days. Go speed 4 while there's no combat. Naval results. Ah, yes, just the rest of our subs being killed. That's okay. The Air Force is apparently down in the Baltic. Not anymore. Okay, so the reserve is still just growing slowly. These are still repairing. I'm going to let them repair. Oh, we're over capacity of this naval base. Okay, let's put the destroyers somewhere else. They can go to Ostpreußen. The destroyer's job is just a convoy escort here and here. They should engage. They should repair high, but they can do split off. How many enemy ships are there here? Just 12, so this should be okay. Now you guys can split in half. They have no current order, so this isn't going to be a problem. And they can go to Schleswig-Holstein. Get their repairs done here. Large ships on low strength. Oh, it's just because they're momentarily at sea. That's fine. You guys can add into this training regime. In fact, here, I'll give you an order. Send in Mets. That's fine. That way I can set this to automatically put all the guys in there. Nice. Okay. If nothing's going to happen, I mean, I'm still just in the build-up here, really. Because every day that France lets me build up now, I'm building up faster than they are. Or at least faster than I was. Probably not faster than they are, actually. They might have more factories. Yes, actually, faster than they are. Though, look at this. All that extra political power we gave them to let them fully kit out their cabinet. Well, we're definitely not at that stage yet. Okay, you guys trained yet? No? Any of you? Oh, a new imperial state. Here we are. Yes, it did happen. So he... the news was requested from the Reichstag and the Danchte Kaiser? Does that mean like the office of the Kaiser? The recognition of the Baltic dominions as a constituent state of the German Empire. Triple hurrah for the German Empire. Hell yeah. Nice. So they took all these kind of colonization focuses. Oh, I can't see their focus tree anymore because that's me. They took all these kind of colonization focuses, which eventually resulted in me just annexing them. Nice. So if I disband these now, will I get manpower? Yes. Nice. So I guess I just disband all my guys over here now. Because they were all from the Baltic Duchy, and I'd rather I put them into my divisions. Right? Makes sense to me. I think I'm going to do it. If they all get unassigned, is this all of them? Just check where they are in case there's any crazy places, like in the New World, yeah. Like, do I let him stay there? Right, which one was that? This one, okay. Let's not deal with that one for now. Likewise. Likewise. Right, but these ones can all go. Now, in my division list, do I have anyone here showing from the United Baltic Duchy? Is that the United Baltic Duchy? No, it's Middle Africa. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that horrendously wrong, I apologise. So, of those that now just became unassigned, I think I'm okay to delete these. It's not leaving anywhere ungarrisoned, and I'd rather have the manpower and the equipment into my own divisions. Next thing to research, rocket artillery. Do I want to put rocket artillery in here? I think I do want to have rocket artillery in there. I said there was something I said. Oh, we should do atomic research, shouldn't we? Oh, but we should definitely do this too. And this, and this. Let's do this because it's a -2% research time. Okay, so now we've got all these division templates, but I've successfully got rid of all of them, so we can just do that. Awesome. Might you do that as well? No, they have a default focus tree. I imagine eventually all of the puppets down here will have focus trees. Or didn't we invade this area and then create the puppet of the Belarus? I feel like we had a war here. Well, I mean, I know we had the war with Ukraine. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. No, it was this area. It's Lithuania that went independent and then we declared war on them. That's fantastic. Core population up here with all these factories. That's very, very useful. Let us fill out a lot more of this fighter production. Mongolia and the Russian Republic have signed a white peace. Now, clearly that wasn't actually a white peace. Who won? Oh, it looks quite white peacey. Oh goodness. What's happened here? My clique is all funny shape. Russia is now doing... Oh, and look, they're going down the other one. What? They went down this one, now they're going down the other one. That's outrageous. Oh, and they're at peace which means they could intervene in the Second Weltkriege. Oh, good lord! Good lord. Always keep checking this icon. That's a problem. A problem that we will endeavour to resolve in the next episode. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.